Hi and a huge welcome to Steve's Kitchen. It's dip week this week and I've had a huge amount of requests for cheese related dips, and I've got a favourite cheese dip that I make all the time. It's wonderful, it's delicious, very simple to make. Let me show you how. Come on over here. The ingredients for this dip are fairly simple. I've got a nice sharp cheddar, I've got 200 grams of that, about 7 ounces, and I'm also using a mozzarella to get a stringiness. So this gives me that sharp flavour, and this gives me the texture I'm looking for. I've got about 150 grams of a frying bacon here, that's about 5 ounces, and a cup of sour cream. Also, we've got 3 or 4 scallions or spring onions, which I'm just going to start to slice up. And I've also got that dip. If you remember the hummus that I made before, that's the dip serving bowl that we were going to use. And some of you may have already noticed a problem with that bowl. Let's combine those 2 cheeses into a mixing bowl. Got the cheddar in there, our mozzarella, we had our spring onions or scallions, the bacon which I finely chopped up, and finally our cup of sour cream. And what we're going to do now is, using a spoon, we're just going to combine this together. And what we're looking to do is to completely coat those cheeses in the sour cream like that. Now, how are we going to get this into there? It's not going to happen, is it? But what we are going to be able to do is get this into there. That's right, we're going to hollow out this cob. This is a sourdough cob loaf, and what we need to do is take a knife and at an angle, we're going to cut a hole in this. And if you put an angle like this, it means, I'll show you what it means just a little bit later on. We're just going to cut round until we've got a hole like that, and then I'm just going to lift that piece of bread out, and by cutting that at an angle, I'm going to be able to place that back on later on as a lid. The next thing we want to do is to hollow this out. Now, I find an ice cream scoop is really good for getting the bread out of this. We just want to pull all the bread out of the center of the cob, and we won't be wasting this bread, of course, because I'll be using it for other recipes. And one of the things you have to be a little careful with it is you don't puncture the edge of the bread so the dip starts to pour out. And there you have it, that's the container I'm going to be using. What I want to do now is to start to move this cheesy dip and push it inside my cob loaf like this. You need to squeeze the dip and force it into the corners of the bread. And when you fill the cob like that, we're going to take a baking tray. I'm just going to pop this on here. I preheated an oven 180 degrees Celsius, 350 Fahrenheit. We're going to pop that in there now and bake it for around about 30 minutes. Just keep an eye on it. We don't want it to burn on the top. And there you have it, that is out of the oven. I'm just going to pop that on the side and let that cool down. Now, not only does that look delicious, it smells delicious. I always think this looks really good. And we take our little bit of bread, stick it on there on a jaunty angle and serve that. And there you have it, there is my favourite cheese dip. Now, that's still a little bit warm, so stay tuned, share the love, give this one the thumbs up. Don't forget, all this week we'll be doing dips, so keep your eyes peeled. Be good, I'll see you in the next video. Take care. I'm going to leave a link up here to all the dips in one sort of consecutive playlist, so you can click on that link if you want to. Also, another link here to one of my other recipes. Please stay subscribed to the channel and comments down below. I love to hear from you guys. Be very good, and I'll see you next time.